oh, that's just shit. Is there anything more frustrating on a regular basis than researching a supplier or a provider of a service or a tradesman and choosing carefully and then being let down anyway? I mean, isn't that the most frustrating thing? Whether it's you're researching a pair of shoes online and you decide to invest in quality because you're bored of having shoes that fall apart after you've worn them 3 times, so you spend it more on the reviews, say, yeah, these are really good quality, and you buy them and then they fall apart anyway. And you're just like, oh, that's just shit. That's just shit, isn't it? I have more respect and time and admiration for estate agents than any other non-estate agent. Because what they do is complicated, difficult, challenging, stressful, and frankly thankless, because a lot of agents get treated very badly by the public. But none of that is an excuse to be a shit agent. Now let me describe what I mean by being a shit agent. When I say shit, I mean unnecessarily crap. I mean avoidably bad. I mean needlessly poor. The sad truth, and I say this with affection, there are varying degrees, there are varying shades of shit. I've got an idea for a sketch on this. 50 Shades of Shit estate agency. There are so many different ways in which it's avoidably bad. Anything less than the best achievable price in the shortest achievable time is shit, frankly. Why settle for anything less than that? I mean, the truth is, and I know this because I've had friends who've told me, friends who've sold their houses multiple times, we just know it's going to be a bit of a frustrating, boring experience. We know it's going to take 3 to 6 months. We know we're not going to get asking price, and we just accept that. Well, if that's the bar you set yourself when you're choosing an agent, well then, you're not going to get any better than that, right? I've got 2 things to say to you. Number one, you do not need to accept that any longer. There is a way to avoid that. There is a way to avoid shit or mediocre estate agency. And in my mind, mediocre and shit are the same things. Needlessly bad. Right? There is absolutely no denying the fact that if you instruct an agent that fails to sell your house at all, that is truly shit. And more than 50% of you are instructing an agent that doesn't achieve a sale of your house at all. That's shit. Well, the uncomfortable truth is, you chose that agent. Sorry, you chose that agent. Like, they weren't shit on purpose. Like, shit agents know that they're not going to sell half of the properties that they list. 50 Shades of Shit, this is shade number 1. Knowingly listing a property at a price that you know you can't achieve. It's possible to be better than that. How do I know? I've met hundreds of agents who do not knowingly list a property at a price that they know they can't achieve, whilst leading the seller into believing that they can achieve that price. How do we make sure that we don't end up choosing a shit agent? Okay, listen very carefully to what I'm about to say. In every town and every postcode in the country, there are a few great agents, but the problem is you don't know where they work. They could be working anywhere. They could be working at a small independent agent. They could be working at a startup, one-man band. They could be working at a big corporation. They could be working at a high-end expense. You just don't know, because every town and every postcode is different. They will deliver you a price that they commit to. They will not mislead you on price, number one. Number two, they will sell it quickly if you allow them to. If you let them do their job and they're a really good agent, they will get you a result quickly. And number three, they will communicate well with you and you will always know what's going on. Those are the three things that in my mind define great estate agency. And they're the three things that you shouldn't settle for anything less than those three things. Top dollar for your property in a really surprisingly short time, and always being kept up to date by the agent with where you are in the process, right? If you hear this video, if you watch this video and go, right, I've heard Charlie say that somewhere out there, the agents that cover my property, there are 2 or 3 who will get me the best achievable price in the shortest time and give me great service. If you hear me say that and then don't bother to find them, do not be surprised if you get less money for your house than you want and if it takes ages and if you get crap service. The reason I'm telling you this is because this is the problem I have been trying to solve for my entire career. And I've finally done it. And I will link to a video with an interview with someone that listened to my advice, followed my advice, ended up choosing an agent that they'd never heard of, and sold their house for more than asking price in less than a week. And they had the decency to meet me and talk to me on camera and explain what happened. I'll link to that video here, okay? I've built something that solves this problem. I've built something that will find those few agents that are better than all the others wherever they work. Wherever they work. I am not a fan of upfront payment online estate agents, but if the best estate agent for you happens to work for one of those guys, then that's who you should use. The only way you can find them is as follows. Number one, you have to let every single estate agent that covers your property know that you want to sell. Even if I hadn't built BestAgent, I would still go through that process. Now, who's got time to do that? Nobody. That's why I built BestAgent, right? Because BestAgent, the very first thing that BestAgent does is it lets the 20 nearest agents to your home know that you are thinking of selling or want to come to the market. But it doesn't just give them your contact details and you end up being bombarded with emails and phone calls and even people knocking on your door saying, I want to sell your house. No, because nobody wants that, right? So why would I build that? That's what happens if you use one of the existing property sites. Yeah, just give all the local agents my details and you just end up getting spammed and you go into a funnel process. What we do is we let all of those 20 agents know that you're coming to the market and offer them the opportunity to introduce themselves by video. Either with a video call with you when you're ready, or they can send you a 45-second maximum video message saying, hi, my name's Charlie. I would love to talk to you about selling a house.
Good afternoon. I just wanted to introduce myself. My name is Ben.
But they don't get your phone, they don't get your email, they don't get your name, and they don't get your full address unless you want them to have it. In our experience so far, the forward-thinking agents who are confident in their ability are more than happy to pick up their smartphone, record a 45-second video saying, hi, my name's Charlie, love to meet you, and send it to you. And I personally am suspicious of any agent who's afraid of doing that. It just, in my mind, means they're not prepared to record an introduction of themselves because they don't have the confidence to do it. And I'm sorry, if I'm instructing someone to sell my house, I want someone who's confident enough to send me a video message. I'm aiming this at first-time sellers who are very comfortable with video, very comfortable with tech, and they want an agent that's the same. That's who I'm aiming this at. And typically what we find is out of the 20 agents that we send this to, somewhere between 7 and 10 will respond. Okay? Now, some of them won't respond because they're just too busy. And unless you contact them in the way that suits them, they won't go out of their way to meet you. Well, who wants an agent like that, right? You only want an agent that really, really is keen for your business. Really keen for your business. Not one that just says, well, sorry, that's not how we work. Well, okay, I won't work with you then. So what do you get? You get 5 to 10 video messages or 5 to 10 agents who've indicated that they're happy to have a video call with you at your convenience. Well, great. You've instantly just filtered out all the ones that you don't want to waste time talking to, because otherwise you've got to repeat your life story every time, and nobody wants to have to do that. So from these 5 to 10 videos, you will very quickly, you'll be surprised how quickly you can realize straight away, oh, I like this person, I like that person, not that keen on that person. And so you get to shortlist the people that you would be inviting into your house for a discussion. Now that's never been possible before. And I promise you, this will filter out most of the shit agents. Really motivated agents who are really confident in their ability will not hesitate to send you a video message. And by the way, it costs them nothing to respond to you with this video message, right? So there's no excuse like, oh, we haven't signed up for that. They don't have to sign up for it. They simply have to respond to your invitation to meet them. So number one, we invite all agents to respond. Number 2, you get to shortlist the video responses or have video conversations with them through BestAgent. Just like a Skype call or a Zoom call. We've built that into BestAgent so you can have that live call. Number 3, when you've decided who you want to invite round for a discussion about selling your property, one click. Click on the 3 agents, or 1 agent or 2 agents. Maybe you don't need 3. Maybe you'll know from the videos the one you want. And then it's just a click. And that releases your contact information to that agent and invites them to make an appointment with you. So you can end up finding these hidden agents, because you never know where they're working, finding them, selecting them, and booking the appointment without a single phone call or email being sent. What's not to love about that? So if you want to avoid shit estate agents, you're welcome. I've built a way for you to do it. Just go to bestagent.co.uk and the rest is easy. Thank you for listening to that rant. Thank you for watching it. I hope, if you're moving house, I sincerely hope that you get to avoid shit estate agents, because there are great ones out there. You need to find them, and if you do, you'll have more money in your pocket sooner than you thought. I'll shut up now. Thanks for listening. Bye bye. See you on the next one.